You've been told you can't invest until you have a lot of money. The truth is simpler and kinder. Small, automatic steps beat grand, irregular gestures. Tonight, while you're checking your banking app, imagine a system that quietly moves a tiny amount without asking permission every week. Time is the engine here. Like a sunrise you can't rush, compounding shows up after many ordinary days. We'll use that patience to turn tiny deposits into real progress. No drama, just routine. Before we dive in, lock this mindset on screen. Systems over feelings. When the plan is clear, motivation becomes optional, and your money keeps working even when you're busy. The lie whispers, wait until you have real money. That pause button is seductive. Yet every pause costs you the one edge you truly control: time. Mark your calendar mentally. Progress is a sequence of ordinary weeks. We commit to consistent deposits so those pages flip whether headlines are calm or chaotic. News will shout. Our plan will whisper, keep going. By ignoring the noise, we let the system buy on schedule, capturing lower prices when fear is loud and higher prices when optimism returns. Think of compounding as planting one seed each week. The garden looks empty at first, and that's okay. We're training consistency before we expect results. Soon, growth stacks on growth. Earnings begin to earn their own earnings, the way stacked coins seem to grow faster once there are enough of them to notice. We'll visualize the habit as a rising bar week after week. The goal isn't perfection, it's a long run of small wins that add up to something you can feel. Our system has 3 levers: the 1% rule, basket discipline, and error guard. Simple to say, simple to set, powerful together. The automation lever moves money for you, no willpower required. The basket lever spreads risk across broad index exposure, bonds or treasuries, and a small cash buffer for flexibility. The error guard keeps the plan alive during surprises. Bills, scary headlines, or a bad week won't derail you because safeguards were built in from day one. Start with just 1% of your income moving automatically each week. It's small on purpose. Small removes fear and creates room to start now. If that feels easy after a quarter, ratchet to 2%. Incremental increases are sustainable. Hero moves are not. We're engineering momentum, not relying on motivation. Schedule the transfer weekly or bi-weekly so headlines and mood swings don't control your behavior. When the deposit hits on schedule, the habit grows roots. Use a boring, resilient basket. Broad market index for growth, bonds or treasuries for stability, and a small cash buffer so life doesn't force you to sell at the worst moment. A sample split, 70% index, 20% bonds, 10% cash, works for many beginners. Adjust to your risk tolerance, age, and local investment options. Rebalance twice a year. Trim the piece that grew overweight and top up the piece that shrank. This quietly enforces buy low, sell high without predicting anything. Build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses so your investments aren't your ATM. Protection beats reaction. Avoid high-interest debt. That's compounding running against you. Clearing it is often the highest, safest return you can make. Write a drawdown rule in advance. If a 20% dip triggers panic, reduce risk instead of abandoning the system. And skip leverage while you're learning. Right now, set an automatic $10 weekly buy into a broad market index fund. The amount is tiny by design. Fear stays low, action stays high. In 30 days, you'll see $40 you didn't have to think about. More important, you'll see a streak forming. That streak is momentum. Small deposits train your identity. I invest every week. Then larger deposits feel normal, not heroic. Day 1, write a one-line goal. Invest 1% automatically for 12 months. Put it where you'll see it daily. Day 2 and Day 3, open or check your brokerage, enable auto deposits, and save your basket percentages as a simple note you can follow under stress. Day 4 to Day 7, turn on weekly buys, set up your emergency fund space, draft a one-page downturn playbook, and share this plan with an accountability buddy. If markets drop right after you start, perfect. Your auto buys scoop lower prices without any emotional wrestling. If you only have $5, invest 5. Habit first, amount later. Choose low-fee broad exposure on Day 1. You can refine later. Avoid 3 killers, pausing the system because news is scary, going all in on a hot theme and changing the plan weekly. Review quarterly, not daily. Systems beat feelings and small beats none. Start today with 1% and let time compound the rest. Comment the word system and I'll pin a starter template with auto invest steps, a sample allocation, and a downturn rule sheet. Subscribe if you want one practical money system explained clearly in 1 minute each week. This video is education, not financial advice. Your situation is unique, so do your own research and consider professional guidance. Follow local regulations and remember that investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Design a plan you can live with for years. That's the real edge most people never build.